everybody, thanks a lot for joining me. Today's review is on this palette from LORAC. It's called Summer Glow. And what you got in here is kind of a mix of neutrals and some soft colors. Also some matte and shimmer and satin finishes. And I've been playing around with some different looks from this palette lately and just felt like I was ready to review it now. So here we go. The palette is really compact in size. Love that it's got a big mirror there in the top. As far as the breakdown of matte and shimmer here, these two shades are matte down in the bottom. One's a matte white and then like a matte kind of soft peachy beige. Also matte are the ones on the outside, which is a kind of darker brown and a medium brown. This coral is matte here, and then everything else is kind of a like satin or shimmery finish. This palette is all about like soft color. I feel like these shades come off as kind of like a range of pastels. You know, this isn't the type of palette you're going to pick up and, you know, think you're going to get that deep, dark, smoky look. You've got enough contrast in shades, especially like this shade is very important because I think it can give you some depth in your crease, whereas everything else is kind of lighter. But it's not the kind of palette you're going to get deep, dark looks with. Pigmentation on these really feels good, whether they're the matte shades or the shimmery shades. I do like them a lot. One thing that might seem a little weak in a swatch, but I think it kind of applies a little bit better on the eyes, especially when you're going over a primer, is the purple shade here. I feel like that comes off kind of sheer, but it is a really beautiful shade. It's got a cool sheen to it. I did a look recently where I combined the matte coral and the purple, and I just loved the way it came out. So overall, I'm really digging this palette for some wearable ways to work in some fun colors. I think the softness of these shades really allows it to be something you can feel comfortable, you know, putting any of these on in the daytime and still feel very appropriate and not too, you know, overdone or loud with the color. And your darkest thing is going to be that matte brown, which still isn't terribly dark, but I really love the matte coral. That's a really fun shade for blending things out or all over the lid. These two shades down here I think are super versatile. It's great to have those mattes to kind of contrast with some of the more shimmery colors. For today's look, I actually played with this sky blue shade, which is not a shade I work into my eye looks very often, but I really love the way it turned out. So what I first did, I primed my lids and then I applied the deeper brown shade on the outer part of my lid, and I also used a fluffy brush to get that up into the crease a little bit. Then I took the lighter matte brown and I blended over the border of that to make it an even more blended out transition. And then under my brow I used the soft matte peachy beige as my highlight. I took that blue and I put that on the inner half of my lid and also took it around my tear duct. And then on my lower lash line I again used a combination of some dark brown on the outermost part and then some of the lighter brown as I worked my way inward. And I just love the look. You know, it's a soft pop of color. And like I said, you can easily combine colors if you want to, like the purple and the coral are really, really pretty together. But keep in mind that you've got this brown that can just pair really pretty with any of those shades. So that's a great way to kind of anchor the look and not get too carried away with color if you're kind of scared of it. So I think this would be a great product for the person who says, yes, I want to experiment with a little color, but not too much. I think this is a very fun, summery way to work in some of those great shades. There also is another like sister to this palette called Afterglow. This is Summer Glow, and if I have the chance soon, I'll try to review that one for you as well. It's got a few less neutrals and a little bit deeper color selection in it. But thank you so much for watching this review, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.